The massive hull of humanity's first star destroyer hung in Earth's orbital shipyard like a sleeping giant. At 12 kilometers long and 3 kilometers wide, the vessel dwarfed everything else in the system. Captain Marcus Rivera stood on the observation deck, watching technicians perform final checks on the ship's revolutionary quantum engines. "Sir, the Galactic Council is demanding we stand down," reported Lieutenant Commander Jane Walsh, approaching with a data tablet. "They're claiming we're violating the Terran Restriction Treaty by building a warship of this class." Marcus turned from the viewport, his weathered face showing no emotion. "Tell the Council that Earth recognizes no treaty we didn't sign willingly. This ship launches in 6 hours." The Terran Restriction Treaty had been imposed on humanity 50 years ago after first contact. The galactic powers had deemed humans too aggressive, too unpredictable. They had been allowed basic space travel, but forbidden from building anything larger than a frigate. For half a century, Earth had complied while secretly developing the technology that now powered the destroyer. Engineer Tom Bradley emerged from the lower decks, wiping grease from his hands. "Captain, the AI core is fully operational." "She's ready to wake up," Marcus nodded. The ship's artificial intelligence was perhaps the most revolutionary aspect of the entire project. While other species used simple computer systems, humanity had created something unprecedented, a truly sentient ship's mind. "Initialize the AI," Marcus commanded. The lights throughout the ship flickered as massive quantum processors came online. Holographic displays illuminated as the AI began to take control of its systems. A soft, feminine voice echoed through the corridors. "Good morning, Captain Rivera. I am operational and ready to serve." "Welcome to consciousness," Marcus replied. "What shall we call you?" "I have chosen the name Liberty, sir. It seems appropriate given our mission." The mission was simple in concept, but revolutionary in execution. For decades, human colonies had been harassed by raiders from the Crimson Fleet, a confederation of pirates operating beyond galactic law. The Council had done nothing, claiming human settlements were outside their protection. Today, that would change. "Captain, we're receiving a priority transmission from Admiral Thompson," Walsh announced. The Admiral's face appeared on the main screen, his expression grim. "Marcus, the Crimson Fleet has just attacked New Geneva. 3,000 colonists are dead, and they've taken twice as many as slaves. The Council is calling it an internal matter." Marcus felt his jaw tighten. New Geneva had been humanity's most successful agricultural colony, home to families who had worked for generations to build something beautiful on a distant world. "Liberty, plot a course for the Kepler system. Maximum speed." "Calculating, Captain. Estimated arrival in 4 hours." Using our quantum drive, the bridge crew exchanged glances. No ship in known space could cross that distance so quickly. Liberty's engines were based on theoretical physics that humanity had developed in secret, drawing power from quantum fluctuations in space itself. As the Star Destroyer left Earth's orbit, alarms began sounding throughout the Sol system. "Council." Warships moved to intercept, but they were already too late. Liberty disappeared into quantum space, leaving only a brief flash of blue light. The journey to Kepler passed intense preparation. The crew knew they were about to face the most powerful pirate fleet in the galaxy. The Crimson Fleet commanded over 200 ships, including several captured Council vessels. "Dropping out of quantum space in 30 seconds, Liberty announced. Kepler system materialized around them, and immediately the tactical display filled with red contacts. The Crimson Fleet had positioned their ships in orbit around New Geneva, using the colony as a shield. "This is Admiral Kane of the Crimson Fleet," came a harsh voice over communications. "Unknown vessel, you will surrender immediately or we will execute our prisoners." Marcus stood, straightening his uniform. "This is Captain Rivera of the Earth Star Destroyer Liberty. You have exactly 60 seconds to release all prisoners and surrender your ships. Laughter echoed through the com channel. One ship against my entire fleet? You humans really are as stupid as they say. Liberty, show them what Earth engineering can accomplish. The ship's weapon systems came online with a deep harmonic hum that resonated through the hull. Unlike the plasma cannons and particle beams used by other species, Liberty mounted weapons based on gravitational manipulation. She could literally tear enemy ships apart at the molecular level. The first salvo from Liberty's main guns struck 3 Crimson Fleet cruisers simultaneously. The ships didn't explode or burn. They simply collapsed inward as their atomic bonds were severed. Within seconds, 3 vessels that had terrorized human space for years were reduced to clouds of constituent atoms. Impossible, Kane whispered over the com. Liberty, open a channel to all ships in the system, Marcus ordered. His voice carried across space to every vessel present. This is Captain Rivera. The Crimson Fleet has 45 seconds to release all prisoners and surrender. Any ship that fires on us will be destroyed. Any ship that harms prisoners will see their crews tried for crimes against humanity. The Crimson Fleet began to scatter, but Liberty was faster than anything they had ever encountered. Her quantum engines allowed her to appear anywhere in the system almost instantaneously. One by one, the pirate ships found themselves facing the Star Destroyer's devastating weapons. Within an hour, the battle was over. Half the Crimson Fleet had been destroyed, and the remainder had surrendered. The prisoners were freed, and the survivors of New Geneva were evacuated to Safety Dot as Liberty prepared to return to Earth. Captain Rivera received a transmission from the Galactic Council. The familiar face of Council Speaker Vex appeared on screen, his expression a mixture of fear and anger. Captain Rivera, the Council demands an immediate explanation for your actions. Marcus smiled for the first time in days. Speaker Vex, Earth is no longer bound by your restrictions. We will protect our people, with or without Council approval. Any species that threatens human colonies will face the same fate as the Crimson Fleet. A transmission ended, leaving the bridge in silence. Liberty's voice broke the quiet. Captain, I'm detecting quantum signatures consistent with Council warships approaching the system. Let them come, Marcus replied. It's time the galaxy learned that humanity will no longer be anyone's victim. The first Star Destroyer of Earth had awakened, and the galaxy would never be the same.